Next is socialist. So socialist means when the people are thinking about the whole, when the people are thinking other people also. That is socialist, like NGO or education sector. If you see NGO, in NGO, what they are doing? They NGO, in NGO we are getting the less money, but they are helping the people. What they are doing? They are helping the people. How they are helping? By giving the medical facility, by giving the other things, by giving the education. From all these things, they are giving the, they are helping the people. That is socialist, where they are not thinking about their own profit, but they are thinking about the people's profit, whether the peoples are getting the profit or not, whether from this the people are, they are helping out the people or not. In socialist economy, we are doing that. And in mixed economy, where the government and the private sector both are working together, where the government and the private sector both are working together, means 50% share of the government and the 50% share of the government. Private and government, they are helping each other. They are helping each other. Some of the part government are using. If the government want to launch a mission, want to launch anything like NASA or ISRO, ISRO is a government setup. ISRO is a government organization, but ISRO is exporting some of the material from the private sector. Means they are mixing, both are working together, collaborate. That is mixed economic. Economic where the government and the private sector are working together. How? Suppose if you take ISRO, all of you know ISRO is a space science organization. Indian space organization. So all of you know that ISRO is a government organization. Okay. So what happened when want to ISRO is making the missile or ISRO is making the rocket, anything. Okay. But they're exporting the parts. From where they are getting the parts? They want the material, they want a metal, they want a sheets, so many things they want. Solar panel, they want so many things. So from where they are exporting these things? So they are asking, we have some private company. Suppose we have private company name is ABC. ABC is private company. They are producing the metal sheet, solar panels, and so many things. So what ISRO will do? ISRO will ask that ABC company and ask that export. We want that material, that much quantity, 100-ton quantity. So you have to give it to me, to ISRO organization. So what ABC company will do? They will produce at 100-ton quantity and they will export to ISRO. So after when the ISRO get all this material, after that ISRO build the rocket or space, anything. Okay. So that means ISRO is working, collaborating with private sector. Okay, so private sector are helping ISRO and ISRO is taking help from the private sector. Both are getting benefited. So that mixed economic where the private and government both are working together means you give us a profit, we will also give a profit. So ISRO get a profit, ISRO make their work, and they want a material. So they ask the private company. So the private company get the profit, they demanded the money, they are getting the money. So means they are getting the profit. How ISRO getting the profit? By making that missile or each and everything. So they are launching, they are taking the money from the government. So means both are getting the profit, where the government and the private sector working together. That is mixed economic. No, we are studying that we are hearing that news that Japan country economics are falling down. The is falling and is falling down. They are taking a loan from the other country. Why? Because their economic is falling down. So economic is the different from one country and another country. We can't mix the economic. We take a loan economic. India, okay, the 50-50 ratio. In India, the government as well as the private sector. If you take a school, okay, if you take an example of school, you can see on your screen that what is in the whole profit. So the minimum, the main aim is to, in capitalist economy, they want their profit. Which country are following the capitalist economic? USA, Germany, Japan. And in socialist economic, where the means of the production belonging to the society as a whole, where the country is thinking about the people, not about their own, where the country is thinking about the people well-being, people development. So which country are following this thing? The Russia and the China. These two countries are adopted these two economic. Okay. Now third one is mixed economic, where the private and the socialist both are working together, means public and private. So the balance between profit and the social welfare, that India is balancing between the social, where the people also develop and the private sector also get a profit. We are balancing. How we are balancing? If you go to the shop, if you go and buy the, like your mama said that you have to buy half kg rava, you have to buy half kg rava. If you go to the shop, they are balancing the thing. How they have the coins like 150 gram, 100 gram. So they are keeping that coin in one side and rava at other side. So they are seeing the point where the balance are there, where both are balanced. So which country are following this? India, Sudan, and UK. These three countries are follow the mixed economic. Student, please read this thing. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Mixed economic, one more time. India is following the mixed economic. How? Your school, St. Anthony Convent School, is private school. All of you agree? Yes? Your St. Anthony Convent School is private. Am I correct? That is a private school. Yes. But in private school, we have what syllabus we are following? What syllabus we are following? That is a CPSC. And CPSC come under the government, or we are following the state, that is come under the government. Means your school is private, but whatever syllabus you are, whatever things you are learning, the syllabus is taken from the CPSC, that is government. Government is organizing your exam, your board exam, that is a government. Means that these things are mixed. Okay, we are mixed economic. School is private, but the portion, whatever you are studying, that included in the government. So you are mixing the economic. That is a mixed economic. Yes, what are the factors affecting the economic? So The political, these things, these factors, the political occupation and the geographical area and the population, these things are affected by the economics. Okay, so how the population effect? Let's first take population. How the population in the economic. See, we have factors that is population, occupation, geographical area, and the political. Then how the political affect that. Let's see the population. How the population. We know day by day the population are increasing. So when the population will increase, we need a land. We require a land for building the house, for making the house. We require a hospital. We require the school. So means each and everything will require. If the population is increasing, we require the land also. Why? So we are cutting the mountain. We are cutting the trees. Why we are cutting the trees and the mountain for building the house? So that thing affect the economy because we are cutting the trees, means we are using the land, we are reducing the greenery, we are affecting the nature. Ultimately what happen when the nature will pay you back, maybe in the earthquake form, landslide, so more damage we will feel. The more damage the the population may face, the more damage. What happened at that time when the earthquake and this thing happened? The peoples are dying, the buildings are cracked, the buildings will fall down. So because of the population increasing, we are using the economic will is affected. We are making the school, we are building the school, we are building the houses. So the government is going to spend the money for building the school, building the hospital. Ultimately people are going to spend. We need more requirement of the occupation, means each and everything is correct connected. Population is connected to the occupation and as well as the geographical area and even the political. Each and everything is interconnected. Population increase means we need a more job requirement. We need a more wages. How population increase? We are making the house, we are building the house, so we need a people to construct the buildings or to construct the hospital or to construct the schools. We require people. Okay, how occupation, wages include in the occupation, means we require a teachers. When we have a new school, hospital, we require a doctors. Ultimately when the population increase, the job sector also increase. We need a more job security, we need a more jobs to employ the people. That thing. How the geographical area affected? Increasing the population. If the population increase, some of the geographical area also affected, because some of the people are living in the hilly area. When the population increase, they move to that area, or maybe they cut that hills. They cut the hills, they make the buildings. So geographical area also affected. In geographical area, one more thing economics is how the economic is increasing. From these area we are exporting the thing, we are exporting the material. Suppose in Maharashtra we can see the Nagpur, orange is famous in Nagpur. Okay, so from Nagpur we are exporting the orange from the different country or the different state. From Himachal we can see the apples are very famous, or the strawberries are very famous. So what we are doing, we are exporting the apples and we are exporting the strawberries to the other country or to the other state. Okay, within a state we are exporting, or within a country we are exporting, means with the other country we are exporting. So geography, the economic will increase. How the economic will increase? When we are exporting the material to the other country, when we are exporting the material to the other country, means they are paying us back. They are paying us back how? They are paying the money to the country, they are paying the money to the government, to Indian government. If we are exporting to the USA, Apple is export to the USA, so USA is paying us in the rupee form. The dollars and the rupee, the dollars are converted in the rupee form. So the USA are paying to the India. So Indian economic will increase. How the political affect the economic? See, when the political, we know the BJP, now the ruling party is the BJP. So all the command is handed over the BJP. BJP is taking the command. Okay. BJP is making the policy, BJP is making the rules and regulations. So the economic is affected by the political parties because these parties are making the decision and taking the decision. So the economic will affect from these parties. Till now, if you have understood, please let me know. In each and every sector, globalization of economic means if we tell about the India country, if we say in the context of the education, if we see the in the context of the industry, or in any field, or in the field of occupation or business, in any field, if we see the how the one country is developing, if you see I have picturized so many things. Okay, in the trade, how the one country, how the India is trading with the other country, how the India well is developing, means we are telling privatization, globalization, liberalization, means how the country is liberal, how the country is making the decision, how the country is being globalized, means how the country is well developed, how the country is developing, whether they have their sufficient internet connection, whether the country has smartphone, means smartly doing the things or not. Digitalization means the Modi party has come up with the digital form, means each and everything are coming in the digital form. If you want to pay the money, if we don't have the cash, we can pay, the shop. How we are going to pay? Through the digital money. Okay, that is India is being developed. In the education sector, if we see, we are coming with the smart board projection. The teachers are teaching now with the projection, with the PPT, with the help of the PPT, with the we are showing the video, means we are developing in the education. How we are developing, the how the one country is developing, that means a globalization.